Have you ever pondered the lessons many people grasp too late in life? Prepare yourself, because in this video, I will unveil those lessons through the lens of Stoicism, providing you with powerful tools to confront challenges and grow as an individual. If you are new here, please like the video and subscribe. Statistics reveal that only 15% of my audience is subscribed to the channel. So if this content has benefited you in any way, I encourage you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, let's begin exploring how these timeless lessons can offer clarity and direction amid modern chaos. Work diligently in silence, and let your achievements speak for themselves. Remember, you are the only person who must be with you 100% of the time, so start appreciating yourself and who you are. Never let a bad day make you think you have a bad life. Each second you spend comparing your life to someone else's is a second lost from your own. If you dislike something about your life, you need to change it. It won't change for you. When you write your life story, don't let anyone else hold the pen. Everyone in your life is a teacher. Some bring lessons about love and support. Others teach you what to avoid. Overthinking ruins you. It distorts situations, makes you worry about unimportant questions, and worsens everything. Don't concern yourself with what people say behind your back. They are people who always find faults in your life instead of fixing their own. Stop seeking the good in people and start seeking good people. You must do what is right for you, since no one else is walking in your shoes. The more grateful you are, the more things you will attract to be grateful for. You can lie down so people can walk over you, and they will still complain that you're in their way. Remember, no amount of guilt can change the past, and no amount of anxiety can alter the future. Prioritizing yourself is not selfish. You see a person's true colors when you are no longer beneficial to their life. Don't marry because you think it's something you should do. Time is not as abundant as you think. Tell the people you love that you love them, and say it often. If you have never questioned whether you made the right decision, you haven't taken enough significant risks. Not everyone who says they are with you actually is. Never trust what someone says. Watch what they do. You can't love someone enough to make them love you back. Be careful with your words. Once spoken, they can only be forgiven, not forgotten. Don't let someone who wronged you make you think there's something wrong with you. Be smart enough to realize that life doesn't wait for you to be okay. Go where you are appreciated, not just tolerated. Fix your body before anything else. A weak body reflects a broken mind, lack of willpower, discipline, and poor life choices. Some disconnections will bless your life. True success doesn't depend on seeking validation from others, but comes from seizing opportunities, proving your capabilities, and achieving your goals despite challenges. When you find someone smarter than you, work with them. Don't be intimidated by them. Don't belittle yourself because they didn't value you. Know your worth even if they don't. If you sacrifice what you want most for what you want now, your future will always be full of disappointments. Being single with peace of mind is much better than being in a relationship with someone who makes your life miserable. Sometimes you just have to say no and ignore the guilt that follows. Often, the right thing and the hardest thing are the same. What you do today can improve all your tomorrows. Sometimes in life, your situation will repeat until you learn the lesson. It doesn't matter if you're right. Sometimes the people you surround yourself with will shape your life in more ways than you think. Sometimes there is no right decision to make. In those cases, first, make a decision, and then work to make it right. The biggest and worst mistake you can make in life is to continually fear making one. Learn to be content and happy with yourself. If you need company to be happy, it will weaken you. You are not responsible for what other people expect of you. Not all thoughts need to be expressed. There are things in life we don't want to happen but have to accept. Things we don't want to know but have to learn. and people we can't live without but have to let go. No matter who tries to teach you life lessons, you won't understand them until you live them yourself. You can start your life anew anytime you want. You can start being the person you truly want to be today, right now. The people who ask the most from you are the ones who do the least for you. Never sacrifice these three things: your family, your heart, or your dignity. Always look where you're going, not where you've been. Sometimes it's not people who change, but the mask that falls off. Show respect even to those who don't deserve it, not as a reflection of their character, but as a reflection of yours. When you can't find a solution to a problem, it probably isn't a problem to solve, but a truth to accept. Nothing disappears until it teaches us what we need to know. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. Sometimes it's better to simply walk away from certain people, no matter how hard it is. Some people simply aren't worth the effort to understand. To know someone's character, don't just observe their actions, but also their reactions. It's harder to fake a reaction. The way people treat you is a reflection of their character, not yours. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. Don't base your self-worth on the opinions of others. Don't do anything you'll later have to lie about. Making others look bad doesn't make you look better. Light travels faster than sound. That's why some people seem bright until you hear them speak. Sometimes you just need to relax and have faith that things will work out. Let go a little and just let life happen. Life is inherently risky. The only big risk you should avoid at all costs is doing nothing. Overthinking ruins you. It distorts situations, makes you worry about unimportant questions, and worsens everything. Don't worry about what people say behind your back. They are people who always find faults in your life instead of fixing their own. You can fall in love more than once. You don't need to worry much when someone you love leaves you. Most of the time, it's for the best. You'll have to make very practical decisions about what you want from life and what you're willing to do to get it. If you don't, life will make those decisions for you. Change happens when we go against everything we are used to doing. Failure shows us the way by revealing what isn't the way. It's normal to feel bad after making the right decision. No matter how kind and friendly you are, some people will despise you. Don't waste your time on them. Hard times are actually a blessing because they wake you up to the good things you never paid attention to. Never try to gain someone's sympathy. The people who care about you will be there for you when you need them. You can't make someone love you by giving them what they no longer appreciate. Most of the time you have to swallow the pain and learn to grow on your own. Money doesn't guarantee happiness, but poverty can bring significant challenges. Hiding from your problems won't make them disappear. Facing them is the only way to grow. Regrets can persist all your life if you don't learn to forgive yourself and others. The time you spend comparing yourself to others is time wasted on useless thoughts. Often people will take advantage of your kindness if you let them. Problems are rarely as bad as we think, or rather, they are precisely as bad as we think. Sometimes painful things can teach us lessons we didn't think we needed to know. Be happy on your own. Don't look for someone else to validate your existence. Act as if you've already been there before. You should welcome change as a rule, but not as your ruler. Just because things could have been different doesn't mean they would have been better. Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. It's not the mistakes that define one's character, but how one responds to those mistakes. People will disappoint you, so never completely trust anyone. Hard work doesn't always guarantee success, but laziness almost certainly guarantees failure. You will never be truly happy if you constantly seek validation from others. The pursuit of perfection is futile. Aim for progress instead. Your worth is non-negotiable. Never settle for anything or anyone that diminishes it. Be careful with what you tolerate. You are teaching people how to treat you. You will never be 100% sure about a decision, but always make a decision because it's better to go back and fix it than not make it at all. No matter who tries to teach you life lessons, you won't understand them until you live them yourself. You can start your life anew anytime you want. You can start being the person you truly want to be today, right now. The people who ask the most from you are the ones who do the least for you. Never sacrifice these three things: your family, your heart, or your dignity. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. Protect your time and priorities. Perhaps you're not healing because you're trying to be who you were before. That person no longer exists because there is a new you trying to be born. There will always be someone who can't see your worth. Don't let it be you. You don't learn anything from life if you think you're